kisses. Ooh. What's going on? I'm gonna cross. Okay guys, so today it's Tuesday and I'm going to explore New York City. So during the summertime, I think I told you guys this a billion times, but I was living here. I was doing an internship. For 2 months, so I kind of got accustomed to going to the same neighborhoods. So I was usually in Lower East Side, or I was mainly in like Lower East Side, Williamsburg, Little Caribbean area, Midtown Manhattan, because that's where my internship was. But today I'm gonna go to Soho because it's like raining, but the lighting is not good with this umbrella. So I'm gonna go to Soho. I'm gonna go to Tribeca. I'm not sure how far that is, so I'm gonna see about that. I'm gonna go to Midtown Manhattan again, just for, you know, nostalgia purposes. I really like meatpacking because I really like the clubs down there. So there's like, that was the first area I went to when I got in the city, like alone. Okay, it's really noisy! Before I got to the city, I was looking for different events on Eventbrite so I could like know what to do. And I found this like Doodle Labs NFT event that was taking place at Noor, which is a club in Chelsea, like in Chelsea meatpacking area. So I didn't even know it was a club, so I was just gonna pull up by myself. And then I got there, and then the line was like super long, and I was like, I'm not waiting in this line. And then I found this super cool, bitch, I'm out of breath. I don't know how people vlog and talk. Then I found this super cool bar in that area. It's called Bathtub Gin. But this time around, I am on a budget. I spent so much fucking money. This time, I'm penny pinching, okay? Bitch, don't run me over. To the subway, I'm going to Myrtle Station, and then I have to get off at 14th Street and then switch, take the C to Spring Street, and then we're going to be in Soho. I'm in Soho. It's not raining anymore, so the weather has been like really all over the place. It's like really rainy, but it's not too cold, which I really like. So yeah, this is what we're doing. I'm just going to visit different neighborhoods. So I just booked a tattoo. So I'm getting a tattoo on Friday. I wanted to be spontaneous and like just go get one right now, but they don't really take walk-ins. And the guy was telling me that there's a guy on Fridays who like undercharges. So I did book it, but I'm gonna see if I can compare to other places, because there's a tattoo that I want to get. And I was like, I might as well. I'm in New York, so let's just get a new one. It's gonna be a really small one, like on my wrist. Like there's this wording that I just wanted to write. All of my tattoos, I want them to have like, obviously they usually have meaning for people, but I feel like some people, they just get tattoos to get them. But for me, like, I don't want to do that because I don't want to regret any of them. So I have one already, like it's a big one, like on my forearm, and it's just the meaning of my name. And then I'm just gonna get another cute little one right there on my wrist. So yeah, I booked it for Friday. We'll see how that goes. I'm just touring Soho. Soho is such a nice neighborhood. Like, look at this, it's gorgeous. Soho is really nice. It's like very, like, this is where people come to shop. As I told you guys, I'm on a budget. So I have a gift card that I got for Christmas. Oh my god, it's so loud. From Sephora. I'm going in the wrong way. I'm gonna go back this way. This is where all the shops are. But I'm gonna see if I can buy something from Sephora. And honestly, if I'm being honest with you guys, I have so much clothes, so if I do need to buy something, it's gonna be something that I absolutely fucking need and not something that I want, because I have this tendency to just shop too much. So even before I came to this trip, I bought like so much clothes, and half of them I'm not even going to end up wearing. It's so loud. This is New York, guys. Fucking loud. Can't catch a break. Is this Kith? No. I don't know what it is. It's like a shoe store. And I didn't eat yet. I have this tendency whenever I'm in the city, I like never eat. It's so bad. But I'm not even hungry, but I know I should eat because it's like 3 o'clock and I haven't eaten all day. I'm gonna see if I find something like, I really want Chipotle actually, so I'm gonna see if I can find a Chipotle or a Shake Shack. Actually Shake Shack, I want Shake Shack. We don't have that in Montreal, so whenever I come here, I make sure I get it. Oh, there's a Chipotle over there. Never mind, I'm getting Chipotle. I just said Chipotle or Shake Shack and there's literally a Chipotle right in my face. So the universe wants me to get Chipotle instead. My vibe right now is just why not. So, I'll play. Let's get it. One of my favorite things to do while I'm in New York is literally blasting my AirPods and listening to music and just walking for hours and hours. The only thing that's dangerous about that is I've put my AirPods on full blast, so I cannot hear a thing. So it's very dangerous that I do that, but I do it all the time. So I just like to put my AirPods in, listen to house music, and walk around the city. It's like my favorite thing, and I feel like I'm in a movie. So that's what I'm gonna do. I hate slow walkers. It's like the most irritating thing ever. I was in Soho, then 5th Avenue. Now I'm in Lower East Side. I'm going to see my friend. She was at Trader Joe's and I was gonna meet up with her, but I got fucking lost because I couldn't find the J train, which is so hard. Every time I look for it, I can never find it. So now I'm in the Lower East Side. Ooh, good thumbnail pic. being bougie, drinking our wine, discussing ways to take over the world. I love this thing. This is the pink one. It's good.
That was really some bad shit.
What?
I get what he was saying yesterday, the last time we went to that restaurant. Like that.
We're back with the love. So I was in Soho, and then she was like, come meet me at Trader Joe's. And I was on my way and I got lost, and then she was like, I'm done at Trader Joe's. And I was like, okay. She's like, come see me, and I'm here.
Yes, so I was just like, what is my girl doing? Like, I haven't seen her in a day. And
a day, only a day. Only a day.
Only a day.
Only a day. Well, I mean, yeah,
but she's always doing something, so I'm like, what is she doing?
I was touring the city, getting free chipotle. What the fuck is this?
So you listen to this, guys. That's the sound of living in Manhattan. People think, like, honestly, I think the only way you can get through it is if you romanticize it. Because other than that, bitch, it's annoying as fuck. And there be people outside my window burping, just doing weird.
And yesterday on the subway, I think it was the nastiest shit I've ever seen on the subway, and I've seen some nasty shit. He was just picking his nose and just eating. Like, he was just scrumptious. Scrum yum yum.
Like, and
he was chewing. Fuck, he was chewing it and everything. I was so disgusted. What is our topic is friendship. So we're going to be talking about toxic friends and getting rid of them and finding new ones. So do you have an experience that you'd like to discuss? Because I already have one.
I don't really necessarily have a friendship that was toxic or whatever. I had a friendship that was territorial over me, and she didn't really like that I was so close with all these other people, but like that was very odd to me. It was giving very much
lesbian.
But like she wasn't, but it was just like, I guess for someone like her who loses so many friends, she just tried to hold on to a friend, but you trying so hard really made you lose another one.
Yeah.
And I hated to add to the roster for losing another friend, but it was just too much. And she was just making my friend group that I already had before her weird. Like adding her into it was just making it weird, and it wasn't working. It just wasn't meshing. So sometimes you just gotta know, like, people are just not, they don't fit the puzzle of your life. And it is what it is.
And don't hold on to those type of people. It's not worth it.
But they no longer serve you, not meaning like all your friends need to serve a purpose in your life, but like, let's be real, they do.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, at some point, we keep friends, we keep people around us that make us happy or make us whatever, just like advice, like someone, whatever, beneficial to us whether we know it or not. But I just was telling my friend the other day, like, sometimes it's not about how many years you've known someone. Sometimes those chapters are just really done. And
I told you, so I had this like relationship, like so I told everyone about this story, but the girl, it was like one of the weirdest relationships I had, like with a friend. But after I like broke up with her, like, I've had all of my new friends have just been 10 times the person that she is. So it was just like letting go of her just like opened the door to just like new friendships, and just like it was such a weird friendship because basically at the time, like, I wasn't the person that I am today. So her and I were like really different, but like also we got along really well because I'm not like a very judgmental person, and I kind of just like, I don't know, I'm just here for everything. So
chicken nuggets, keep talking.
Chicken nuggets, yes. So I'm just like here for everything. So her and her lifestyle, like, we were like very different from each other, but I like hanging around her because she like taught me new things. Like, she traveled a lot, she dated a lot, she just did a lot of things that I wanted to do. So I kind of like looked up to her. So our friendship was like not like equal. Like, she was kind of like, I kind of pedestalized her, and this is what kind of broke us up in the end, because she thought she could just treat me anyhow just because I like looked up to her in a way. So it just wasn't equal. So at some point I kind of stood up, well, I didn't kind of, at some point I stood up for myself, and because I stood up for myself, she couldn't handle it, and she just like flipped out and she didn't want to be friends anymore. And I was so happy because this happened, it happened in 2022, and one of my New Year resolutions was to get rid of her. And we went on a trip to Jamaica together, and during the trip she didn't want to be my friend she didn't want to be my friend anymore. She like told me straight up, and I told my cousin, and she told me that the universe wanted us to break up because I probably wouldn't have broken up with her when we got back home. So during the trip we just stopped being friends, and then when we got back home I haven't seen her in like it hasn't been over a year. It's been a year this January because we went to Jamaica this time.
That she's living her best life.
I don't know, I blocked her and everything, so if she can see me, I don't know. If she can, I don't really care. She's private, I'm public. If you want to come stalk me, you can, but that's, I don't know, I was around her because she was fun and I just wanted to be more fun. Like I used to be very uptight and just like, oh my god, you can't do this, no, that's bad, stop it. Oh, this wine, show them this wine, Moscato.
It's not, it's like, you know,
doesn't
it's
matter.
a cheap girl wine.
But it's fine. I drink this shit, like everyone drinks Moscato. Barefoot
Everyone
Moscato.
drinks barefoot. Like if you don't drink barefoot, you're really,
it's the best and it's really good.
you're
It's
really
fine if it's
like,
a cheap girl wine.
right.
But yeah, like she's just, I used to be very uptight and just like very like conservative and just like, no, that's bad, you can't do that. Like, bro, I never would have traveled by myself. Like there's so many things I wouldn't have done, but somehow I just kind of broke free of all of those things last year. I don't know how. And
who better to look up to than myself?
period.
Like, like what? Like,
no, like I don't look up to anybody.
like honestly, and if that's so crazy, like if you didn't do that, would we have ever met?
No.
We would never cross paths.
No.
Would you and Daniela have met? Like this whole thing would have never had. Like it's so crazy how life works. Like if you didn't do certain things in your life and like let go certain people, would you have met me? Would you have met Daniela? Would you have been revisiting in New York? Or like it's just like, and it is the universe. And like I told my friend the other day, when you let go of something that you know no longer serves you, but you want to keep it around, you're really allowing no room for blessings to come into your life, because you have that person or maybe that fear holding up that space.
Yeah.
Type shit. So it's just like, and that's the same thing with me. Like, would I have ever met you if I was still afraid to move to New York?
And look at you now.
I sucked it up and I was like, fuck it, I'm moving to New York. Everyone's telling me like it's a bad idea.
It's never a bad idea to move to New York. That's the craziest
It's a bad
shit.
idea for you.
Exactly, for you, because it's not for you. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not
Exactly.
for you, it's not for you. Don't force it.
The thought popped up in my head
For a reason.
for a reason.
And I hate that, like when people try to scare you out of doing certain things because they're afraid. Like, keep your fear to yourself, bitch. I'm invincible. Fuck you.
I highly truly believe in the fact that like if a thought pops up in your head, it's meant for you. Like if you want to do something, if you have an idea that you want to do for yourself, or a thought that you want to do for yourself, you want to move, you want to do a new experience, or you want to be a part of this, you change careers,
You want to solo travel?
you want to solo travel.
I love it.
I haven't, solo travel has not popped into my head. Maybe I cannot do that yet. Solo travel has popped into her head because she is ready for that. In her life and in her journey. Moving to New York popped in my head. I am ready for that. New York will pop in your head to move
It
there.
already did.
And it popped in already because you're gonna do it. Like, things would not pop up in your head if they're not meant for you. And like you know what I'm gonna say, like anything that comes into our mind or resonates with us, ideas that sit with us, that's what they're meant for us. And that's, I think they're gonna lead us to our passions. Like, cause I don't have the same thoughts that you have, and my dreams are not your dreams, so we're not gonna have the same thought process, and the same ideas are not gonna pop up in our head with what we want in our life. So, cause it's not yours, and that mine is not yours either. So that's all it is. Like, I can't have Moji's thoughts because some of Moji's thoughts I'm probably not even ready to do for myself. I'm not ready to travel by myself. Fuck no. I'm sorry. I just got used to walking around New York by myself. Sit at a bar by myself. She could do that. So I'm not about to go start traveling by myself. So like I said, different thoughts, different strokes, different folks. And
Exactly.
what your mind thinks and what your mind wants to do, you're more than capable of doing it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about dating.
You want to talk about dating? Imagine living in one of those penthouses.
I think it's a hotel.
It's a hotel. There's this building I saw today. It was so nice. I'm not sure if it was apartments. Okay, but that's a penthouse. That one over there. Imagine living in one of those penthouses.